Cub, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Doing fine. You're here with Goes. George is off today. He's in New York. And with me is Dan Tom, the MMA analyst. We're going to be breaking this down with you, finding out what's going on in your world. Hey, the Cub, so look, here's what we want to talk about with you. You were on the Fox desk for this big fight weekend. Um, the Max Holloway fight, did it play out the way you imagined it? Can you kind of go through the motions of what you were thinking as you were watching that fight?
Well, yeah, I thought it'd play out a couple different ways. I thought it was going to be a really good matchup, and it just kind of was going to be up to who showed up that day. And a lot of times in fighting, that's what happens. And I knew that Max was going to, get off to kind of a slow start. I knew Aldo was going to try to get after him right away. Really surprised Aldo didn't throw as many kicks, even from his team. Apparently, he was supposed to. And I think he didn't capitalize on taking away from Max's movement. And then when Max started kind of finding his rhythm and his movement in the second, third round, is when he really started lighting Aldo up.
A lot of us feel as though that was one of Max Holloway's best performances. Did you feel it was a great performance, or are you on the page with some other people out there that are saying perhaps that wasn't the best Jose Aldo as well?
I thought Aldo looked great. I thought that he just failed to really, land those leg kicks and take away his movement, like I said, because he was looking explosive. He was looking ferocious. I think that it was just the problem was when he started missing his punches. That takes a toll on you. When you throw really hard strikes and they don't land, that takes away from you. But I think Holloway, I say at the end of the second and third round when his shoulders relaxed and he started, those nerves kind of went away and he knew he was in a fight is when he looked amazing. I think earlier in the fight you could tell that even though he doesn't want to admit it, that there was nerves there.
Here's where we're at, Cub. The fight's over. Max Holloway is the champion, and everybody feels like there are two front runners to get that shot against Max Holloway. Yourself being one, and the other Frankie Edgar. We've heard Frankie kind of make his case a little bit for why he believes he should be next. Cub, this is your chance. Let us know why do you feel you should be next for Max Holloway?
Yeah, well, we both knew going in that if Aldo won, I was 100% going to get it, and then if Max won, it was going to be a toss-up between the two of us. Being said, is just because Frankie's never fought Holloway, but the reason why I was going to get it over him either way was just because Frankie's been he's fought for the title a bunch of times, and when you could fight for the title a bunch of times and you don't win, it's really hard to sell that. So he's, taking nothing away from him. I respect the guy. I think he's an amazing fighter. He has a win over me. But since then, I've been on a tear. And, the fact is he's 0-4 in his last 4 title fights. The fact that you can get that many title fights, is crazy. Like I said, I'm just looking for one. I've never had the opportunity. I've been promised multiple times. And just had it taken away. And I've had to rebuild, get better. And 13 years I've been on the grind trying to be the best version of myself, and I've never been better than right now. All I'm asking for is the opportunity.
Do you feel like maybe because of all the things you've done, the fights that you've accepted, we've never heard you turn down a fight before. I know you've fought injured before. Do you feel like maybe the UFC, even Dana White, maybe they owe you one?
100%. I feel like they owe me one. It's no secret that I kind of fell into that gatekeeper slot, and they made me fight this guy and that guy, and they kind of used me to, see if this guy was going to take that next step into being a star or not. And I cut out a lot of guys like that, and one guy I let slip through was Max Holloway, and he's the champ now.